Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're diving into something that's practically taken over the internet, the fine art of short-form content. I mean, think about the FIFA World Cup for a second. It's literally the biggest, most spectacular sporting event on the planet, right? The history, the thrill, the absolute massive scale of the whole shebang. But here's the million-dollar question. Can you somehow pack all of that intense, world-stopping excitement into just 20 seconds? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. We're looking at a viral hype script that takes the massive 2026 World Cup and turns it into a 20-second adrenaline rush. It's not just a script. Honestly, it's a total masterclass in human psychology and perfect timing.
So let's talk about the core challenge here. On one side of the ring, you've got the 2026 World Cup. We're talking the largest tournament ever, spanning weeks, pulling in literally billions of eyeballs. But on the other side, the modern attention span. Yeah. In this wild era of reels and shorts, if you don't hook somebody in about 3 seconds, poof, they're gone. They scroll right past you. So the challenge isn't just reciting facts. It's about somehow downloading the entire vibe, the sheer hype of a massive global event, straight into someone's brain in a matter of seconds. It's a huge contrast, and honestly, that's exactly what makes this whole format so incredibly fascinating to unpack.
All right, so how do you actually kick something like this off? Well, take a look at this opening line. Football lovers, get ready. I mean, wow, right to the point? This is definitely no accident. It's a hyper-targeted hook. The writer doesn't waste a single breath setting the stage. In literally second number 1, you are calling out your exact audience. If you have even a passing interest in football, you're stopping your scroll. It's basically a giant alarm bell that rings and tells the viewer, hey, this right here, this is made exactly for you.
Section 1. The mega event begins.
Okay, so in these crucial first 5 seconds, you absolutely have to nail the sheer scale of the event. When the voiceover yells that the biggest mega event in history has started, the script literally demands that you rapidly flash the shiny World Cup trophy right alongside the flags of the host nations, the USA, Canada, and Mexico. And at the exact same time, you've got this massive, bold text popping up on screen to match that crazy energy. Think about what's happening to the viewer. Your brain is reading the text, it's processing the flags, and it's hearing this super energetic voice all at once. It's complete sensory overload, perfectly designed so you don't even think about blinking.
Moving on to the next part, a historic expansion.
Now you probably know that for decades, the World Cup has been locked in at 32 teams. Expanding that to 48 countries, that's huge. That means years of planning, brand new stadiums, and a massive shift in the landscape of global football. It's a heavy, historic piece of info. But how long does a creator have to actually explain it? Maybe 2, maybe 3 seconds tops? So the voiceover just hits you fast and hard. This time, not 32, but a massive 48 countries are taking the field. Boom. It's just an incredibly punchy way to get a lot of data across fast.
But here's the thing. Audio by itself just won't cut it. Right as the creator drops that line, the visuals have to shift into high gear. The script calls for a really dynamic graphic showing all 48 teams, or maybe some insanely quick cuts of wild, crazy goal celebrations. And why is that? Because 48 teams isn't just some boring spreadsheet number. It's about triumph, right? It's about the celebration. If your visuals slow down even for a split second here, you lose the viewer. Those high-speed edits are absolutely crucial to keep that relentless energy driving forward.
Next up, the geography of the games. All right, first up, we hit them with the number 3. 3 whole countries. You've got the US, Canada, and Mexico, splitting the hosting duties. And right here, the voiceover needs a tiny, deliberate pause. Just a beat, just to let the sheer weight of that massive shared responsibility really sink in for a second.
And then, bam, immediately you drop the next one. 16. 16 cities. We're talking everywhere from New York to LA, Toronto, down to Mexico City. The viewer really needs to feel the insane amount of travel and just the endless sea of stadiums. So this number flashes on screen super fast, keeping true to that viral rapid-fire style, but it still leaves a really deep impression about just how giant the geographical footprint of these games actually is. And finally, the absolute biggest number smashes onto the scene, 104. 104 explosive matches. At this point, the voiceover is totally ramping up, promising that the thrill is going to be, absolutely next level. And playing right behind this, the script asks for roaring stadium crowds or super high-speed action shots. Think about the progression here. You started with 3 countries, scaled that up to 16 cities, and just exploded into 104 matches. You're literally pushing the viewer's excitement completely through the roof.
Which brings us to the next section, the ultimate climax. So here's how the script directs the ending. On July 19th, the final happens in New Jersey. And to back that up, you get this gorgeous, sweeping aerial shot of MetLife Stadium, followed instantly by the shiny World Cup trophy. It's brilliant, actually. All that massive scale we just talked about, the 104 matches, the sprawling 16 cities, it all suddenly compresses down into just one date, one single location, and one ultimate goal. It completely anchors all that chaotic hype into a very clear, vivid destination right in the viewer's mind.
Let's look behind the curtain, the mechanics of height.
Okay, let's take a step back for a second and look at the actual nuts and bolts. Professional creators, they don't just, turn on a camera and start rambling. They use a very strict blueprint. You've got time, visuals, voiceover, and on-screen text. Those four pillars have to work in absolute perfect synchronization. Every single 5-second block is its own meticulously planned mini-story. I mean, if your voiceover is talking a mile a minute but your text animation is lagging behind, the whole illusion just shatters. This calculated synchronization, it's like a giant puzzle, is the exact mathematical formula behind content that goes mega viral.
Now, to actually pull off this blueprint, you need a very specific toolkit. Number one, your background music. It is your secret weapon. You absolutely need a trendy, high BPM football anthem, or maybe a driving electronic track. If the beat drags even a little, the whole script falls flat. Number two, delivery speed. Your voiceover has to be fast, it has to be energetic. You're trying to create this artificial sense of urgency. If you sound too relaxed, the viewer subconsciously thinks, oh, I've got time to go watch something else. You literally cannot give them that kind of time.
And that brings us to the very end of the script. Which is your favorite team? Let us know in the comments. Now, this isn't just a friendly question, it's a calculated weapon to trigger the algorithm. It is the ultimate call to action. You've just spent 15 seconds hyping them up to the absolute max, and then in the final 5 seconds, you demand an answer that they are already dying to give. Boom! Engagement skyrockets. We've just seen how incredibly precise visuals, rapid-fire audio, and a rock-solid blueprint can take the biggest sporting event on the planet and squeeze it into just 20 seconds. It's a pretty amazing testament to the sheer power of modern short-form content. So, I've got to ask before you go. When this 2026 mega event finally kicks off, which is your favorite team?